This is a tough one to make. People talk about devious messaging in content made for children. I think everyone remembers YouTube's ElsaGate, where thousands, if not millions, of innocent appearing videos were discovered to have a more nefarious truth. I have found something even more disturbing in the content my children watch, which brings me to one central question. Who patrols the Paw Patrol? In fact, who Paw Patrols the Paw Patrol? Because in a film ostensibly showing the goodness of a group of dogs and their human master, I've discovered a dark political commentary more complex than that found in movies I usually talk about on this channel, like Revenge of the Sith. The basic plot of the film is that the Paw Patrol are traveling to the big city to stop the evil Mayor Humdinger. That's how a 5-year-old might describe the story to you. But what's the truth? Well, it's far more nefarious. And in reality, the Paw Patrol are indoctrinating the next generation of authoritarians. The first thing you'll realize when watching the Paw Patrol movie, even the opening sequence, is that the Paw Patrol operate with complete unfettered authority, an authority which does not appear to be deprived from law, rather through force, and they're more than happy to operate outside the existence of any democratic or legal system. Now sure, on the surface we see the rescue attempt of the crashed civilian vehicle. It appears to be something good, but it hints at a darker side that we'll see exposed throughout this movie. And where things get really bad is when the Paw Patrol decide to leave their town of Adventure Bay and travel to the much larger neighboring Adventure City. But the reason they travel there is truly chilling.
Something terrible has happened. Humdinger was just elected mayor. Humdinger?
The Paw Patrol receive a call from a narc in Adventure Bay who tells them that Mayor Humdinger has won the election to become mayor. Almost immediately, the Paw Patrol set out to overturn the democratically elected process.
Come on, pups, pack your things. No city's too big, no pups too small.
When they're told of Mayor Humdinger's election, it's not revealed that there were some shady behind the scenes aspects of the election, or even that they'd done anything wrong. The Paw Patrol simply travel there to eliminate a political rival, extrajudicially, outside the force of law, on their own. This becomes even more haunting when we look at the actions of Mayor Humdinger, but upon arriving at Adventure Bay, we can see how deep the corruption goes. The Paw Patrol have taken over an entire block, rerouting traffic, installing their own infrastructure, and just generally creating a fortified stronghold in the middle of the city. How did they accomplish this?
Officially licensed Paw Patrol merchandise. This stuff sells like hotcakes.
Well, we already knew the Paw Patrol operates outside of the law, but now we know how. Money. The Paw Patrol is using their incredible global network of influence to move the levers of power. And as we'll see, I think it quite likely that the Paw Patrol and its various syndicates have similar fortifications ready in major cities across the globe where they can shape policy in a way that they seem fit. But in Adventure Bay, we know the Paw Patrol are trying to take down Mayor Humdinger. They've started a witch hunt against a political rival, with the express goal being to depose the new mayor. And you have to wonder why. Well, there's a lot. Mayor Humdinger shows virtues which I'm not surprised the Paw Patrol stand against. For one, he seems to be a staunch environmentalist. Not only has he invested in new mass transit options, but he's also focused on increasing density within the city. While not a populist, he also seems to care about the welfare and interests of the civilians, as we see when he tries to create the best and most interesting fireworks show possible. The Paw Patrol, on the other hand, well, they have one big vehicle, but they always roll out in 5 or 6 smaller cars. No surprise that they're anti-environmentalist. Not only that, but they routinely break the laws and rules of Adventure City. You can see during this chase, for example, that they solely operate in their own best interest, which is a stark comparison to the Mayor Humdinger, who was already wealthy going into the job, so he must just be in the big city to help. There's also a more disturbing fact. The mayor has cats, and I'm going to guess that the actions of the Paw Patrol are largely rooted in ailurophobia and speciesism. What's interesting is that we see the Paw Patrol's use of force and coercion expands beyond just direct action. They have plans within the community attempting to sway community sentiment, and have even partnered with members of the media to paint Humdinger and presumably presumably their other political opponents as, if not evil, at the very least bad. But still, direct action is the most prominent way they cement their status outside the legal system. The scene of the Paw Patrol rolling their weapons of war out of their citadel in the middle of a public place is truly chilling. The Paw Patrol's crimes expand beyond their relationship with the community and continue inward. In the Paw Patrol film, we see that individual members of the Paw Patrol may themselves be victim of the disgusting system in which they've been trapped. Chase, for example, was kidnapped as a puppy, taken away from his home, and made into an indentured servant, likely before his first birthday. Ryder, the leader of the Paw Patrol, states that when he rescued quote-unquote Chase, he didn't do so because he was scared, he did so because he saw the potential for exploitation. On other occasions, we see that they take advantage of vulnerable members within the community, those who don't have anything else going for them. Going back to Chase, however, we also see in this film that he suffers from severe PTSD related to his kidnapping as a puppy, and the way he's dealt with by the Paw Patrol is truly cruel. And I've got very little sympathy for Chase as someone who's helping to perpetuate the Paw Patrol's crimes, but the way he's treated, thrown to the side, even on one occasion locked up, it's hard to watch, it really is. We also see that even one of the, I won't say redeemable, but on its surface positive aspects of the Paw Patrol, the fact that sometimes alongside toppling governments, they help out during disasters by skirting rules and regulations, isn't all it's cracked up to be. For one, they clearly don't care about the safety of the Paw Patrol's members and certainly not the public. On one occasion, Chase rescues a human by pulling him off a truck, but he doesn't snap a safety line up, he just holds on to him, which is remarkable because puppies don't even have thumbs. At the end of the movie, the Paw Patrol are trying to take down a weather device, which is apparently causing massive storms due to the amount of moisture it sucked up. Their solution to this is to blow up the device. That's just stupid. The device has already sucked up all the moisture. If you blow it up, the disaster, which is slowly happening, is just going to happen very quickly. So not only are they evil, the Paw Patrol is also incompetent. They're called puppies in the movie, so I'm just going to say the Paw Patrol are the child soldiers of tyranny, and their attempt to topple the legitimate government of Mayor Humdinger for purely personal and political reasons is not something I want my children exposed to. Rumors are the Paw Patrol have already started erecting a new tower in Washington and are prepared to help topple the government during the next presidential inauguration of January 20, 2025. But that's all I've got for you today. Let me know your thoughts down below.